Welcome guys, today doing something totally different. Totally different. I'm going to react to Bill Burr. Now, I've never watched him. Obviously, I've heard of him. Never watched him. I have no idea what to expect. I know he's very popular in America. See, I'm from the UK and most of the stuff I listen to is stuff that's here. Let's check this out. Bill Burr, No Reason to Hit a Woman.
So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You
Yeah.
could wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9. Dude, there's plenty of reasons to hit a woman.
Of course
you
there
just don't
is.
do it.
Yes.
But to sit there and suggest
Don't
that
do it.
there's no reason.
That's it.
Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never.
No, he's right though. Like, let's be real. Anyone, man or woman, comes to you and says, there is no reason for anyone could ever have for anything I do to ever hit me. It's like, who do you think you are? Of course there's reasons to hit somebody. You just don't do it. You show restraint. That's what being mature is. That's what it's supposed to be. Being mature is supposed to be that.
Never annoying. Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week?
Probably every day.
There you go. Every day.
Yeah.
You didn't do it, right?
Well, she
Dude,
might
it
have.
drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You got to move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's going to stay in.
Jesus.
No reason.
That sounded
I'm
a
not
bit
saying
too
you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking
specific.
reasons in that arc of a story. All right, that was a hypothetical.
You sure?
You want an actual story?
Are you sure?
I'll give you one. I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's, because I figured that's a
Okay.
good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figured this is going to lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot. So I did the typical guy thing. I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep it off. Be fine.
That's literally
right?
what I do.
Next morning I wake up, my
All the
foot's
time.
even worse. And I got to walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl, go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? You know, I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this solid? Can you do this for me? And she's just like, oh. You know, I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it.
Yep.
She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta like waterboard me with like a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go, fuck yourself? Just say no.
Can't just say
I'm just
no.
limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right?
Has to be like
So now I'm like limping down the street.
torture
I got, like, Tourette's.
about
Fuck,
why
bullshit.
it's no
Dog's
instead
walking
of
next to
just
me.
saying no.
And I gotta admit, I got a little childish. I did. I got a little childish.
We all
I was
do
just thinking about my
sometimes.
relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You just gonna do whatever the hell you wanna do, right? And fuck me? Fine. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I wanna do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh.
So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up.
Early in the
My
morning?
whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. That was it. She
Yep.
came down the hall. I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her.
That's gonna piss her off. For
Trying to
sure.
piss her off. And I gotta tell you something.
Yep.
Worked like a charm. Worked like a charm. Yeah. Hung my coat up. Turned around. By
So
the time I turned around,
petty.
she was already yelling at me. But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
One of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. I was like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
my God.
I'm going on to the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, "Now, we're gonna talk about this right now." Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, "Honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it." Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. "Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it," right?
Yeah.
I'm on third time. She comes out, poof, slaps him right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, "Fine, you want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight."
Let's
She's like,
go.
"We'll discuss this later when you calm down."
Oh, it's the worst.
Ah, right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch. Just leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You've made your point. This is ridiculous.
Sure, every man's wanted to do that at some
that's
point.
the thing. Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know. But saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy.
It's gotten so quiet.
When you say there's no reason, that kills any sort of examination as to how two people ended up at that place.
Yeah.
You say there's no reason, whew, you cut out the build-up, you're just left with the act. How are you going to solve it if...
Yeah, it's like when there's a fight, right, and the police come to arrest people. The first thing that happens is they question you. They're like, "Okay, what happened? How did this happen? And what happened during it?" It's like in football, right? When there's a foul, they have VAR check the foul because they want to see what caused the foul, what was the foul. Or like, isn't there like a thing in hockey for like instigating as well? I don't know if NBA has it, but I think hockey has it.
If you don't figure it out. Look how awkward it is in here right now.
Yep.
I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions?
People don't want to
ask questions
sound
about
like...
what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is
And
that?
they're okay with it.
Why is that? What is that?
Oh, God.
What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no.
Fucking had to ignore all of that, and now you're gonna like yell out, and not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Oh, no. She's getting flamed.
Answer him.
Yeah, she shouldn't have said nothing. She should have said nothing.
Every fucking special I do, there's always one.
Stop trying to be part of the
right
act
down the
when you're
middle.
the audience.
Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
I love this. I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me. Fucking unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Look, I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? Well, how come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I get bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? Right? How did it happen?
Yeah. How did
you
it
not
happen?
See it? Were you fucking with it?
Right?
How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire. They don't just drive away afterwards. They sift through the debris.
Yes.
How did it start? Here's an oily rag.
What started the fire? Yeah.
Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now. I realize that.
I don't think he is, which makes me ignorant.
I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried
Tuna
underneath the prison,
casserole.
okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky?
No, but...
Really? Even hockey
Still
has 2
shouldn't
minutes
do
for
it.
instigating, right?
Ah, that's
They
what I was talking
understand
about.
That some back and forth happened before that shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Right.
You know what it is? Is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him
Yep.
to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying.
No, he obviously shouldn't have done it.
I'm just saying, dude, in your heart of hearts, What do you think was going down before that happened?
I could hear one dude like clapping in the audience way too hard when they were talking about Chris Brown beating up Rihanna. You gotta stop that, bro.
You think she was just sitting there going, "Oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream?" And he fucking.
Oh my God.
Or do you think maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight?
Yeah.
Some crazy shit was being
And she said like
maybe
them
she was screaming in his ear
cutting
some crazy
words.
female shit like, "Oh fuck all your friends, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck." Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Nah. Women know how to cut you so deep with words. It's like black magic, bro. The way they can they know exactly what to say that's gonna cut so deep and trigger you the hardest. It's a skill that women have.
Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, "I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box?" "Oh my God, I'll bring my out.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Now, fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think
Yes.
is the core of a lot of that shit. You know? And I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued. But after 20
still
years
don't.
of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
I'm starting to turn this franchise around.
Educate me, please. It
I
will
have
be
begun a winning
helpful
tradition.
information.
This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness.
Okay.
All right? No problem with that. Totally respect it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue.
Yes.
They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad.
Yes.
And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement.
Yes.
Totally designed. This desperate
my God,
Hail Mary
so true.
attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call him a cunt. That's what it is. And cunt trumps all.
See, that word is like really normal where I live. Now, I don't know what YouTube is like with it, so I don't know whether I should say it. I'm trying to not say it because I don't know how YouTube, but I suppose he said it. Yeah, cunt is like a normal word here. Like, it's an everyday word. Like, or you cunt. Like, it's a very normal word that people use. Now, I know in America it's such a bad word in America, which is kind of funny from my perspective because it's such an everyday word here. Like, shit. Like, it's such an everyday word.
All the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now it's not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt. And then that's it. You're in this room now, right?
Yeah, and now you're apologizing for that.
My girl knows my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, "Turn it down! That isn't music!"
Like,
So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, I don't know.
that reminds me of what's his name from Friends, the guy downstairs. I forgot his name.
Or she'd just be like, "Well, that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone." Then I'd lose my shit. The next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight,
Okay.
just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay? You're winning, and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay?
Okay.
All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick. Just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument,
Yep.
okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock, all right?
Yes.
Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then
Right.
in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down.
Oh, women would hate that.
And they won't hook up with you for a couple of days.
All right, guys, that was Bill Burr, No Reason to Hit a Woman. How women argue. It was really good. The thing the takeaway I have from watching Bill Burr is firstly, I love the East Coast thing. Places like that are so similar to London, where I'm from. So it's like I can relate to it quite a lot. To people like that, rather than like people from like LA and Florida and places like that. But yeah, I love this, and I would love to see more. And if you want me to do more, then please let me know. Like the video, give it that engagement that it needs. Then I know that you want to see more. See ya.